Welcome once more. Well, it is time. The battle has commenced. Our pirates are ready to take down the Chilaxian Admiral. What will be the result of this battle? How will this change how things work in the Shackles? Well, it's quite a tale to tell. And perhaps that's why this is a very important time. One of a few moments that determine the outcome of our story and where history goes. So come, sit down. Perhaps a little bit of a stiff drink would be good for this one. Because the fate of the Shackles and its history are about to unfold. Greetings, everybody. Welcome to Buccaneers of the Shackled Sea. If you missed last week, well, I don't know why you did. I'm going to throw us all the way over here to begin with, actually, because honestly, this is where we're going to be at. There's no reason not to be over here. And there we go. I do like how they have this, like, border now.
I'm marking spells down for Jacub until he has buffs on. I'm noting them down.
Jacub. I'm mostly ready. There's only one, the Hell Knight lady. I don't know some of her abilities, so I might have to struggle because the Hell Knight abilities are a little weird.
It's okay.
Yeah,
this combat will either last like 10 minutes or the entire session.
So, Yaalkol and Chester both have blur on, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone else gets blur as well. That's what the level 2 spell slots are for. 20% mischance is really strong.
Yeah, I just figured I'd use my free 2 times for blur on something.
So, I'm just keeping notes of what buff Jacub has on.
Turn order's different now.
Paste.
Yeah, it's better now.
Here, man in the water. You will be our token for.
I
you know,
usually only
roll
the
it
inside of this thing nowadays.
Did that actually roll this token then?
I'm gonna roll initiative. Wow, I rolled a 2.
Now it did.
38.
Jesus Christ! Your bonus to initiative is higher than most of my skills.
It's an Inquisitor, baby.
Bro, you're
Look,
disgusting.
Inquisitors are good at one thing, and it's going first in combat.
You're nasty, dude.
Inquisitors are really just good at going first in combat. I'm gonna miss my shot, so it doesn't fucking matter.
She didn't roll very well.
I'm
Nice.
disgusted.
Oh god.
I'm quickly just looking at all of Jacob's spells he said, so I know what he has prepped. No, I should make him take transformation and run into melee.
I didn't get a great initiative.
Oh wait, that's huge. Wait, what the fuck? He could cast transformation on someone else.
Yeah, he usually does this.
Why are there 2 Misties?
Are there 2?
Oh, it's actually not that good.
The correct Misty is a 38 initiative. Feel free to delete the other one.
Double the Misty.
There's also 2 Jacobs. Which is the correct Jacob?
Jacob's correct.
I haven't rolled yet, so.
Jacob hasn't been rolled yet.
So I'll get rid of these
delete.
Jacobs. Oh, because it still had stuff left over in it previously.
The correct Revia is 12, correct Yaalkol is 16.
I
Alright,
don't
for
have
Jacob?
a 16 Yaalkol. Okay, no, I see the 16 here. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll Jacob's.
Go
Did
ahead.
mine go in?
You're 31?
Jacob's a lot better. Jacob doesn't have slow on his spell list, looks like.
Did you roll a 31,
Joe hasn't rolled.
You haven't
Yeah,
rolled.
that was okay. For some reason, it did not take it. Give me a second.
It happens.
It just ate your roll, it's fine.
It munched a roll real quick. Nothing to fear.
Do that.
Ugh.
A lot of teens in initiative here, and then a 3.
I'm gonna just assume she has magic missile prepared. That seems like a fair spell.
He usually has magic missile prepared.
Probably has mirror image on.
Okay.
Do I have to roll for mirror image, or is it just space uncastable?
You do have to roll it. You get a bonus.
Like a
equivalent
D4 plus 1 for 3 caster levels and some shit.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm looking. He'll need all the defensive buffs he can get. 1d4 plus 1 image per 3 caster levels. He is a caster, so it's
Just
1d4 plus 4. Right? Yeah.
Sure.
12 divided by 3.
I think everything is
Ooh.
well set up. Yes, we left off at this battle, so that's why we're just.
It's
Yeah.
battle time, baby.
I can't wait for this lady
Why
to have
can't
like True Sight
I?
or some shit, so like none of these buffs matter.
It's okay.
There
I
it
have a
goes.
plan.
I'll put that over there, I guess. How is this?
Oh my god,
raised
Jacub
up?
didn't give me level 3 spells.
just
Over there?
don't use them. Just use the slots for something else.
I can zoom in
But
on
that's
it,
like the
right?
best spell.
Just don't look at them.
Yeah.
We know he has haste and fireball. He's used those.
Yeah. I think he has slow as well.
He's used those 3. Those are the only 3
Yeah,
level
those are the
3
best
spells
ones.
I've ever seen him use.
But
So
but the level 3 spells are literally like the strongest in the game in terms of like per
Right.
value.
God, they really did update this UI. It's a
Oh
little
man.
too-
Oh, I can. Oh, that's
it's a little too
nice.
big now.
You can hide it. There's like in the top left.
I
Oh, that.
I'm gonna hide
Um,
my.
One,
My-
You can also make your
three,
measuring
4,
invisible for
5,
others.
1.
That's what I'm doing for mine. Just hiding my.
Make all mushroom phantasmal
That's on the same side
Ooh.
there. Okay. Okay.
Phantasmal killer.
I think everything is good now. Everything seems set up. I think I have most of the bonuses and stuff figured out. I will, we'll play it by ear. Anything after that. Anyway.
Okay, cool.
I'm
I'm ready with Jacob's too, so we're all good.
I forgot to check that something. Okay. Well, Misty, you're going first anyway, as I
Alright.
look up some things quickly,
Yeah.
because I don't know what the fuck these do.
I load my. I'll pull out my revolving rifle, my tether box rifle. I assume I can see all of them.
Okay. She's actually here.
I assume,
Um,
I assume she's harder to see, but this idiot here is easier to see.
probably. I mean, they're like, you can kind of see all of them.
Because like she's up and back a little bit. Sorry, I should be.
Yeah.
I'm this one.
Uh,
The Thrune. So I shoot at the Hell Knight with a burrowing bullet.
Good bullet.
okay.
That's a 33 to hit at
I'm-
touch range.
That would hit her touch, definitely.
All right. I need to roll a d3.
Mm-hmm.
She is staggered for 3 rounds.
Okay.
And then the other 2 are normal shots on her. I assume the 14 probably misses.
The 14 does not hit. And for normal AC?
Just, they're all at touch because I'm
Or
within
a
touch range.
Okay.
I don't.
14 would not hit, though, no.
Okay, so just the 33, which is 9 damage. I'm gonna. Is she human?
I have to check another sheet. Yes.
Okay, let me roll my. Where the fuck's the dice roller?
At the bottom.
So much is hidden away. This UI's a little bit too big. Bane is D6s, right?
2d6.
It goes off on each shot.
Yes.
That is the total amount of damage, barring the 3rd attack.
I'm sorry. You've only mentioned the one attack, so I wasn't even looking at the thing because I was trying to like look up stuff. So the two hit and the last one missed.
2 hits,
Okay, yes.
And the last one misses, and then
Okay. 4 and 8,
she's
so
staggered
12.
for
All
staggered
right.
for 3 rounds.
Okay.
That gets pretty bad.
I
Okay.
believe it means she can only take 1 action.
Something like that.
Doesn't affect her that much, surprisingly.
You want to take a single move action or a standard action each round. You cannot take both. Nor can
Honestly,
she take full round actions.
won't really affect her too much because they like giving
Well.
people vital strike.
Honestly, it's a good plan to give your bosses vital strikes so like they don't get.
That is
dagger.
my turn.
All right. Then next up would be wait, is that actual Jacub is 20?
Yeah, Jacub
Yes,
rolled
it is
20.
Jacob's
Okay,
actual
I'm
turn.
sorry. God, I was thinking of Chester.
Yeah,
Chester
you're
rolled
good.
16 then. All right.
Jacub casts haste on the party,
Okay. Everybody's hasted.
and then he like tries to hides behind like this railing to hopefully be out of sight to
Sure.
not get shot.
Sure.
That feels reasonable.
Feels very Jacub. Well.
Cool. So everyone has haste. So apply that.
Yes.
What's up?
So. Druvalia is going to go. Honestly, she is going to. Let's see here.
Oh.
I have to check certain things here first, just to see what this does.
Tantus.
When
people get within, I'm checking door, 20 feet of me, they will have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Or will save. Not wisdom.
What's the wisdom save?
Shut up. Wisdom, will, same thing. You have the same stats.
They are basic.
I personally prefer saying will. Feels better.
So, she is, okay, that doesn't really make a difference. That doesn't affect anymore, so that doesn't matter, but that one will. Okay. I need all of you to roll fortitude saves.
Fortitude save.
Yes.
Is this a poison?
No.
Is this a disease?
No.
Is
Okay.
it a spell?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it a spell of... Look at a certain ability.
Sorry, a lot of questions to
I
ask.
have to find it in my ability list.
Good rolls.
Because I am a Parisian. Is it a charm or compulsion effect?
No.
Yeah.
Those aren't usually fortitude. But you never know, I guess.
Fortitude save?
Yes.
Was it 26?
I am going to, just to be safe, I am going to actually use my Charmed Life on this, so I get +5 to this roll. So 26.
Okay. Then it looks as though the only one that will fail is Yaalkol.
Is it a cloud kill?
No. She's using rebuke on all of you.
It's like
Buke.
Yes.
Rebuke.
makes sense.
Never heard of that spell.
It does. It'll do 5d8 sonic halved, and Yaalkol will be staggered for 1 round.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Those of you who made your save take half damage and are not staggered.
What is the level of the spell?
4th level.
It procs my spell drinker ability.
Okay.
As I absorb the energy.
It is a
How much
Inquisitor
damage did you
spell.
say?
I haven't rolled yet.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, I didn't see it, but
Yeah, I haven't rolled my 5d8 here. 5d8.
1d6.
I did. That's a good damage. That's a good spell.
It's that's what it maxes out at. It's a d8 per 2 caster levels.
Oh, okay. But yeah, it's still a good spell, level 4.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and if she would use it on someone that would worship the same deity as you, it goes up to 10d8 and stuns them instead. So it's sort of like if you, she's an Inquisitor of Asmodeus. If you're a worshiper of Asmodeus and have done something wrong, she stuns you, which is even worse.
Yeah, stun is horrifying.
So it'd be 16 damage to Yaalkol and 8 damage to the rest of you.
I think that literally just eats all your 10th HP, Eric.
All
So
right.
I lose
Yeah,
8
plus
and I
5,
gain
5 more, which is not
15
bad.
temp.
oh no, I only have 3 temp left.
I'm still up with HP. Wait, you what did you give temp HP to?
Not you. It was just to
okay.
the frontliners now. I only had 2 aids. Or yeah, I only had 3 aids. So.
Cool.
All right.
It's still
Chester.
Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to look something up.
Oh, I rolled my temp HP wrong when we roll it.
Oh yeah, 26 plus
Yeah,
the spell
I
level.
read it.
Yeah.
So
No,
we haven't
I
had a
completely
combat
read
in
it.
a long ass time.
I read it the same way you rolled it, to be honest. It was like, oh, 1d6
Okay, so I've
per
only
spell.
lost 1 agent.
Not bad. Chester.
Okay, so I am going to
Can I get
spring attack. Make sure
Oh yeah, we have 60 feet of movement too.
I can move to there.
Ooh.
And I will stab at that guy.
Okay.
Precisely.
I'll stab him precisely.
Oh, why did I have...
I mean, they'll definitely hit that dude.
And...
So 34 damage?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, and sure, he'll take also 5 bleed damage.
Okay. Okay. And where are you ending up then?
There, that's... Because
Okay.
he would be in my 60th square, so
Okay, yeah, cool.
I can't stand with him.
You're staggered this round.
Hurt me.
Mhm.
So I get 1 action, right? That's basically what I get.
Yes. As staggered.
I'm gonna rage. 'Cause that doesn't take an action. So
Yep. And I believe you can still like move.
yeah. So I'm just gonna move this
You move,
turn
yeah.
since I can only do 1 action anyways. So
You can move to 60
10,
feet.
20, 30, 40, 50. Is this a bad guy?
Yes.
1 second, let me see if I can read. So
You could probably get to the other guy.
30, 40, 50, 60. Alright, so I'll get here.
Okay.
And that is going to be my turn. I'm no longer staggered as of the end of my turn or the beginning of
Technically, the
The
beginning
end.
of their turn, but it's not much of a difference because
I guess, yeah.
because I
it
don't
only
staggered doesn't
affects-
really affect like things like attack of opportunities. It doesn't really make a difference.
Nor does it doesn't affect any of my stats. It affects my ability to do actions. Alright, I pass turn, sorry.
All right. Hmm. Oh, I need to check something here. I'm on the right spot. I'm in the right spot. Cool. Excellent. Hmm. Okay. Who here isn't chaotic? Let me ask that question.
Myste is not chaotic.
Okay. You're like neutral? Just curious.
Yeah, I think just Misty's not chaotic. I think everyone else is chaotic.
What about,
Jacub says chaotic neutral, but he might be neutral nowadays because of the deal.
I don't know. He's probably still technically chaotic neutral, but leaning towards it. I don't know. It takes a little bit more than just I make a deal with the deity to change your alignment. Technically, because he also doesn't.
Well,
he doesn't believe like he's working on it. Anyway.
Yeah, it's an effort.
It's an effort. Okay. Right. So being staggered, Valeria does something. And then Revia.
Sorry. I just noticed on Jacob's notes, he has nicknames for everyone but me. I'll post it in Discord. I don't know
Also,
what this is
what-
referencing to.
What happened?
Nothing.
I
at
still
the
love.
I have
put
no
this-
idea.
Dude, I love. We'll talk about this on the break.
Okay. So I will move. How tall is this?
I gotta be honest, it's probably like 20 feet up.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Yeah. So it's sort of probably like, they still have like cover, honestly.
Yeah. Well.
Because there's like 2
Yeah.
decks up.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh, actually, I guess I could take Eric's spot. I might kill this guy. Yeah, I will move this way.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, can I move here? Is this a viable spot? I do have spider climb. So
Sure, you can kind of like jump up. That would be more or less spider climbing and more acrobatics because you'd have to be like standing at a place up on a railing.
yeah, well, but like my feet stick to a surface because of the climb.
That doesn't affect anything for like balancing on a thing. It never talks about that. It counts as balancing,
okay.
not climbing. Like it's
I
the
will.
thing.
Okay, could I?
You know. Because
I
even if your feet
able
are
to-
sticky, you can still like fall either way.
Yeah. I guess I won't. I'll just move up here because I can't. My acrobatics isn't great. Actually, let me. God, Pathfinder, give me a second. I'm checking. What type of action it is to activate the wings on my armor?
Unless it states it's usually a standard.
Yeah, it's a standard. I guess I technically could have had it on, but I didn't say it, so it's fine. I don't have it on. I'll just stab this guy and hopefully he dies. That's usually a good plan. So I will swift action, fervor cast, divine power. So that gives me a whole host of benefits that aren't important for this moment. And then I will strike with a critical hit.
You do indeed critical.
Nice.
For 31 points of damage.
Would it
Sorry,
not,
55 points of
yeah,
damage.
It would not be 55, yeah.
It is 55 points of damage. I think
He's alive. It's DC.
There.
I'm checking.
He did roll a 2 on his death from massive damage save, so he actually almost did save
he has
it.
to make. I have weapon of on, so he is shaken for rounds with no saving throw, unless he's immune to mind affecting. And also, I guess I'll need, if you want to wait till everyone's turn to do it, but since everyone within 20 feet of me is now my aura, they must make will saves to avoid being shaken.
What's the DC?
Unless it's a DC, I believe 18. Yeah. DC 18.
Release those 3. So let me click this. Is it a fear effect?
It is a. No, it's a. No, it's not. Oh yes, it is. Sorry, emotion, fear, mind affecting.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, I wasn't sure to look for that.
All right, this guy's also shaken over here then too because he rolled a 1.
They're both quivering in their boots.
They pissed themselves.
And let me just.
This guy was hit pretty hard too.
That guy
So I don't blame him.
definitely pissed himself.
I'm just gonna roll this button here.
Yeah, I didn't think she was gonna be affected. I'll be honest. But it's good for the goon to get shaken.
What? Hey, that's what my will said currently.
And she's good too.
Yeah, I kind of assumed that.
Dude. It's wild fighting an Inquisitor as an Inquisitor.
That is, my turn. I'm done. That's all my action.
All right. These dudes here.
I'm sorry, Eric. I was hoping I would kill him.
Step.
Oh no.
So.
He might still die. I might kill him with fireball.
Anyway. I need the correct sheets out. All right. So, Joseph, what is your AC?
Currently, it is a 39.
Okay.
Oh no, 40. I'm sorry, 40.
Okay.
Pathfinder.
The 40 is actually kind of ridiculous for 13.
40 is... It's a lot. You
I'm
can
at
definitely
43.
achieve it pretty easily.
I know you can achieve it pretty easily, but I'm curious. Like, I don't know your guys' AC right now. The numbers I haven't looked at. And it just makes me shake my head. And this is one of the reasons we haven't had a lot of combats lately, because this is just getting ridiculous. It's like I just I don't know.
My point is, I want them to hit me so I can attack them back.
Nothing
you
will
don't
hit
need to.
you with a 40.
Yeah.
Joe.
Parry repose any attack you want.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry. Nothing will hit you with a 40. 40 is insane. Like,
You have to declare your parry before the attack is rolled, and then you roll against his attack roll, and then you repose his
Alright.
attack.
Revia, how about you? How are you doing?
My AC, I'm at 43.
Oh well.
I only have 34.
Someone
Sorry,
with
sorry,
reasonable
my
experience, with reasonable
My-
AC.
I have 30.
Sorry.
Two people with like
Actually,
ACs that
it's
seem
actually
appropriate.
32 now.
Still appropriate to the level that you're at.
Let me make sure I didn't get anything weird from spell
Like-
drinker. No, I'm at 30. 30 normally.
I didn't.
I'm a ranged character, so I have perfectly fine ranged AC.
I do not know how either of you have above 40, honestly.
It's a combination of
I
armor
have
and buff.
exactly
It's
40.
not that hard.
Yeah.
Just...
Because of buffs.
Iron Skin's a very strong spell.
Really? What the hell does Iron Skin do?
It gives you like a metric shit ton of.
It gives a
damage.
lot of AC, but we can deal with this later.
Yeah, I asked
I-
you several times about that spell. Okay.
I didn't
have
even...
asked about it.
I actually don't remember actually hearing about it at all.
Yeah.
There was questions about it.
I did ask you. I
I
always
brought
ask
up-
when I think a spell is too strong. I trust me. I'm the first person to say something shouldn't exist.
It was
and I'll ask
like it
several
was like a
times.
year ago, but I put in my 2 cents of that is a racial specific spell for Dwergar.
I think I never commented on this.
I've asked you. It's
Well,
happened.
the
Yeah.
thing is, most of the time that these questions come up is in the middle of massive chats and stuff and discussions. I
look,
tone
all I
out
could
a
do is
lot.
that's fine. All I could do is ask you about it.
I honestly didn't even remember this spell existed. Like, you know, wow, it's better than Bark Skin, which is at the same
Well,
level.
We can discuss it on break.
I will wait till break because God, that is insane.
'Cause we could roll out this combat.
I'll click some buttons for this Revia. Do I roll a 20? Hey, one hits you.
You do hit me.
Hey,
For
that's a lot of damage.
12 longsword damage. Well, do you have a mischance?
There's a mission.
I do have a mischance.
What is it?
It's 20%.
Do I roll a 1 to a 20? No. Okay, you take 12 damage.
Sounds great.
Okay, Misty.
Okay, so a thing happened while I went to the bathroom. What was the effect of that aura you asked for who is chaotic or not?
It wasn't an effective aura. It was just I needed to know who was chaotic.
Okay.
That's all it was.
Alright.
Someone did a thing to tell who was chaotic amongst you.
Okay.
Anyway.
I walk a little bit closer.
Okay.
Out this far. I'm just gonna. I have to look at a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. I don't use these abilities that often because I rarely play as a Inquisitor. I usually play as a Gunslinger. I'm going to use my standard action to activate my Freedom's Call. Every ally within 30 feet is not affected by the following conditions: confused, grappled, frightened, panicked, paralyzed, pinned, or shaken.
Okay.
That's good.
They're not immune to it. They will have it after 8 rounds.
Okay.
That is my action. Bonus action. Do I have bonus action spells? I don't know. I don't think I do.
There's usually not a lot of swift action spells.
Yeah, I don't think I have.
Raven's Flight is.
I don't have any 3rd level spell slots anymore. I spent them all in heroism. But that's my turn.
Okay. Jacub.
Yeah, this will be very simple.
Mm-hmm.
Jacub will cast. Oh God, I was gonna look up something. I'll do it next turn because I just didn't look it up. I was busy thinking about something else.
Mm-hmm.
She will just cast Fireball.
He would have to get out of his cover for that. He is currently in cover.
He'll move out in the open because he's a brave little boy.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he'll like. It's a 20-foot radius, I think, right?
Yes.
Sorry, I haven't played a Pathfinder wizard ever, so it's. There's actually there's a measuring tool.
I know. I'm like looking, but the thing is, like,
with the circle.
With his.
Oh.
Yeah, but like he probably
couldn't
target
up a bit, right?
I guess he could target above everything, but that's kind of like it's.
I mean, seems totally fair.
He
probably
might not.
He can't hit all of them. I think he has to hit one side of it.
Yeah, like if he went for the middle, he wouldn't get the edges because he would hit your people to do it. Like because he has to aim above everything. He is still 20 feet down.
Fireball like this, I guess.
Okay.
You see that? Oh no, you can't see that.
I can see that.
Oh, you can see. You can always see measuring goal.
Yeah.
So like that. So it'll be on me and Yaalkol's side. So hopefully Yaalkol can actually walk in there and hit someone.
Mm-hmm.
I will click the spell now. Everything should be correct. It'll be a DC 19.
19? Okay.
Yep. Versus 41.
That's a pretty good roll, actually.
That was a very good roll.
Yeah. All right. Let's check with. I have your sheet up, so I'll start with you.
Oh, he can maximize it, I think.
Ooh.
Let me check that.
Yeah, he should be able to maximize.
He has a rod of empower. That's what it is.
Oh,
so
empower.
He should be able to empower.
Times 1.5. Checking the power.
It would be 1.5.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'll just do 41 times 1.5.
It'd be another 20 damage.
Yeah. So it'd be 61 damage.
So...
Which is pretty good.
Let me check this guy here. Alright, and then that one there. Okay.
So Valeria takes full, everyone else takes half.
So, yes. Alright, then. Alright, Jacob's done?
Yep, Jacub can't move, so he's standing out in the open.
Okay.
Oh, did you remember to have that guy take his 5 points of bleed damage?
Oh, this guy? No.
Yeah, the one that's right in front of me.
Yeah, now he has.
This poor man.
Yeah, now he has.
He's just bleeding. He's bleeding a little bit.
He deserves it. He's evil.
Gotta check.
True. He's the worst type of evil. He's lawful.
Only one person needs to live in this encounter.
Yep. That's true. Oh, he does have slow on his character. Cool.
Sorry, I was trying to look up something. I don't know what that does. Okay. Let's see here. Oh. That's what it does. Okay, great. I have to figure out what that is. Sorry.
You're Gucci. It's a level 13 Pathfinder combat. There's gonna be a lot of shit going on.
We also haven't had a combat in like 4 months.
Indeed. Okay. All right then. So. One, two. All right, let's see here. I guess I'll just shoot Jacub right now, honestly.
Yeah, Jacub deserves it. He's the worst.
Yeah.
All right.
So there's a 20% mischance.
There isn't.
Okay,
she
there's
has
mirror images.
There is mirror images. Well, let me hit this button here as she activates her Greater Bane versus him.
Hell yeah.
I think Jacob's gonna run into cover after this and
Yeah,
never leave.
Jacob can take it. He's
Let me
fine.
just see if there's any other
He has like
things for
100 HP, so he's mostly fine.
Okay.
I
I'm just
say
gonna
that
click
till this like kills
button
him.
here.
Oh, it's 90
This
damage.
doesn't include 2+2 to hit more. The fire damage
There we
doesn't
go.
apply.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna have to do some checking mirror image on how that works.
I have to roll some stuff to see if it. That's not how you spell
because
mirror
all
image.
of those hit him.
Yes. Let's see here. How
He
many?
has a decent AC, but
How
it's not...
many images did he have?
He has 8. Or he has 8, yeah. 8 images plus himself.
Okay, so you rolled well enough to get the 8. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Cool.
rolled max. So roll a 1d9 on a 1 and hits Jacob. And then
I'll
we
just
just
roll a
go from there.
d10 and re-roll a 10. I'll say.
That seems
and
also reasonable.
1 is Jacob.
1's always Jacob. Yeah.
So
So-
there's an image.
So roll
Uh,
d8.
There's a d8. 1's Jacob. And then a d8. Re-roll d8. Hey, Jacob
Oh,
gets hit by the last one.
The last one hits Jacob. Alright, so you lose 2 images.
22 plus an additional
6 fire damage.
the fire damage would apply,
Oh.
but the 46 bane damage will apply, so he'll take
Nice.
34
Bane.
damage.
He is
Ooh.
being Bane.
Yeah, that hurts,
He deserves it.
Jacob.
Because
He's
you said
mostly
he
fine still.
was
though.
immune to the fire, right?
Yeah, we have fire immunity.
Oh yeah, we are immune to fire. This is correct.
Just checking some of these things that she has. on.
So it's it says 22 plus 12, which is 34. Yeah.
Okay.
Only a third of his life.
Yes.
Which honestly, for a rounded attack against a wizard, that wasn't that bad.
Mm-hmm. All right, Chester.
Well, time to stabby stabby.
Yes.
Oh yeah, full attack.
Okay.
Oh, and don't we get a haste attack, or is that?
We
like
do have a
You
haste,
do get a haste attack.
which I forgot about on my turn, but it's fine.
So one more attack.
Forgot about twice actually.
It happens.
I'm just gonna do this then. There you go.
Good. He also deserves what happened to him.
Yeah.
He knows
Yeah.
what he did.
He can 5-foot step though, so if
Yeah.
depends. So when this kills actually the port.
Oop.
You're good. I applied it all. You're good.
Okay.
So. All right.
Yeah, cool.
Yaalkol.
So, is there any way I can get past Revia? You know,
Jump around them. Balance on some things
equal
there.
spot?
That'd be balancing because you have to climb up on the side there.
A jump is athletics, right?
Acrobatics. It's acrobatics. You have a ring of jumping though. Unless you remove that.
I think I still have. Yeah, I do have that. I just don't exactly understand how it works.
It adds a bonus to your acrobatics check for jumping.
Mm-hmm.
It's a +4.
That's not great.
So this is +4. I'm gonna try to jump to where that is. Ooh, 19.
He gets a bonus for having high movement speed.
But he's doing a standing jump though, is the thing.
Well, he can
Oof.
move backwards and move forwards to get a running start. So he has enough space to get a running start of 10 feet.
Up to you,
It was a
Jason.
+5 bonus. Oh, so this was this without the bonus from the ring?
Oh yeah, that's brother. So the ring is +5.
Yes.
Alright, so
It'd be 20 then, because it looks like you have
20.
+2. Yeah, so and that doesn't have it. Okay, 20 should be enough to like just jump over to there.
Yeah.
Sure.
So Yaalkol just like looks over, runs back, and hits like a step on the rail and jumps over. Lands on-
This guy will very much so make an attack of opportunity on
yeah,
you.
that seems fair.
He will
that seems
attempt it.
reasonable.
I don't think a 23 will hit you though, as he.
No, 23 does not hit me. I have a
Oh, the other
30.
guy's got reach. He can also make one. The guy
Okay.
behind there too. His reach will be a 28. Will. I'll pick one.
28 does not still with us
Okay.
right now.
Let me see. I think she gets an attack on you.
Oh, does she have a reach weapon?
She does. She has a Bardiche.
It's cool like that.
So
Well,
punished.
is the jumping is what you're saying is provoking it?
It's the
Or
movement
is
of the jumping into the area. Well, you kind of are landing here and then moving out of balancing areas. The kind of the main.
Okay, yeah. So if he's that
because
makes
there's a
sense. If he's
railing you have to
moving
kind of
up.
like hustle over.
Yeah. I was just trying to see how they were. But yeah, that makes sense.
I'll take the hit. Are you gonna roll a hit?
Yeah, give me a second here.
No worries. Do I also get an attack after?
You have
you will
only
get
moved.
it.
You have a standard, and you are no longer. No, excuse me.
Do I'm gonna smash this fool next to me. The one that's
I think you're right here now. To be clear. All right.
I can't see your.
Yeah. I think you're right here now. I think is where you end up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Sorry.
Right here.
Yeah. Because like you jump and then you have to like
Yeah, I
kind of
can't be
scramble.
there. Yeah, I
I'm
have
just
to
gonna
be
hit the
able to-
button for now, and I think I'm missing something in the numbers, but it's fine. I'll check it in a minute. Does 35 hit you?
35 does hit me, so
you'll
it's
take
14
14
damage.
damage. Yes.
Alright, I do have my DR3 overall. Love that for me.
I have to
He's not human. So
He isn't.
check
That
some
matters.
things here.
Unless he got a fursuit on, and we don't know it.
it would be a scale suit.
Still falls under the term of fursuit. Fun fact.
Really?
Yeah.
That seems weird. I mean, it seems reasonable, but also
It's a
weird.
general term.
And then we're gonna swing at this guy who's here. Hold on.
I can't wait for him to go splat.
The first one's the only actual attack.
Oof. Good damage.
So 23. That guy. Which one were you hitting?
Oh, you don't have power attack on Erik. I don't know if you meant that.
Which one were you hitting then too?
This guy.
Oh, that guy. Oh. All right. Let's. All right, 23. He's looking pretty damn bad. Ow.
Oh, damn, he's alive? Jeez.
They're a bit chonky. Okay.
Oh, Eric's internet died.
Oh, nice.
Uh-oh.
I have to.
I love technical difficulties. Oh, he's back. Hello.
Welcome back.
I'm back. I'm having the worst luck recently, fella. Let me tell you what. Let's keep going.
I just do.
Yes, I just swung once and then
Yep.
moved on.
Yeah. You didn't have power attack on? I don't know if you meant that or not.
I always mean to have power attack on.
Okay. If that's what that does, that was that does. I just have to check some, because there's interactions of some abilities that I got to make sure I know off the top of my head. Is the only thing here. Okay, we'll worry about that in a minute. But for now, Shut is going to stay there because she can. I guess you're here. All right. So you are going to be smited. Congrats.
Oh, that's not great.
Who's being smited?
You're cool. Smite chaos.
Yeah,
Hell Knights
that's
get
bad.
this. And then let me see. I guess she gets the one attack. I just have seen some bonuses here. That's the wrong person. Because I didn't note all the feats down on people, and so like it sometimes I have to be like, what was I forgetting that halves here that I should know? All right, there it is. Yep. Okay. I will roll this attack. So there are some bonuses I'm not got in here, but here's the basic attack. That is a very low roll,
Wow.
so it does not even matter. I rolled a 2. So
Yeah, that's impressively low, actually.
yeah, that is an impressively low roll. So that is a bust. Okay, Revia.
Yeah, I will swift action. I will swift action to activate a effect onto my weapon. So I will have a bunch of I'll have a +1 to hit, and then I think I have +3 at this level, so I have a bunch of other shit that I'll apply. Nothing to worry about. I'm just applying it now, and I'm gonna make my attack. Take a weapon, should be +1, cool. Sorry, the character sheet's chugging along when you got a lot of shit going on. I'm applying, we'll do fire and electrical damage.
Okay.
Electricity damage. So stab this guy.
Roof.
Oh, yeah, he did have 2d6 bleed damage, which I don't know if that mattered if he was.
He's
gonna be alive.
very dead.
Well, no, from the turn before he would have 2d6 bleed damage.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Okay.
I wasn't sure. I didn't know if he was alive or not. I don't know.
Technically, yes.
Okay, sounds good. I was just checking. And then I'll have one more attack. Does the first attack kill that guy?
So this will hit. So a bunch of damage to that dude there.
Yeah.
Right.
Does the first attack kill the first guy? I know how much damage you roll.
Let me actually calculate. That might.
It was 31 damage against
yeah. It might.
Well, it would be a little more than that, unless he's immune to fire or electricity.
He is not immune to either. He's just a dude.
So the first attack did a total of 39. If that, and then.
All right. So roll your damage on this guy over here.
Yep. So that's the damage, all of it. I don't. Does the first attack kill? So I can tell you. So you.
No, you're good. This guy's here still up. He's looking terrible though. Anyway, the rando dudes. I guess both of them will have to drop their boarding pikes and swing out. They could step back. Yeah, they might just step back and get range attacks then. So boarding pikes versus Joe. Boarding pikes versus Sal. No. Misty.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was typing to someone. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. These two seem kind. I'm gonna shoot this one. I'm gonna split my attacks. 2 at this one, 2 at this lady.
Okay.
So here are those, and then I have to roll an additional one. Is the Bane attack at full bout? Or the haste attack?
The haste attack is at full bout.
Full bout.
Okay, let me just click this. And then I have to roll damage for. Okay. So the first 2, the 30 and the 24 at the Hell Knight, the 29 and 35 at the Trevelia.
Okay, let's see.
I assume they're both human. Trevelia certainly is human.
25, 35. Let me just check the AC because I don't know hers off the top of my head. Okay, that doesn't really make a lot of sense. Okay, so that doesn't apply there. Right. So. What kind of action is that? Sorry, I just gotta check what kind of action something is going on.
You're good.
Doing.
I'll roll the bane damage.
Okay.
So, this one is from the 30. This is the 24.
Mhm.
Does the 24 hits, I assume?
Yes.
Okay. The 29 on Revelia hits?
Yes.
Okay. And then I assume that's all the bane damage.
Okay.
First two on the Hell Knight, second two on Revelia.
So the Hell Knight will take one of the attacks for her.
Okay.
She'll use In Harm's Way. She'll use Bodyguard to increase her AC. Doesn't really matter because the attack is way high. But then when she does that, she can also use In Harm's Way to do that. Because Bodyguard is, as an attack of opportunity, you can aid another from an ally. And then In Harm's Way is if you aid another to improve AC, you can take a damage for a hit once per turn. So she'll do that.
Yeah, fair enough.
So let me mark off her damage then. Where is your sheet? In amongst all these sheets. Alright, give me a second here. And let me calculate by adding some numbers together. So 12, 14, 26 plus 9 is 35. Plus 39. 16. Okay. Alright.
Remain over here. Actually, I'll move forward one so everyone is still in my aura. Now that it's like.
Okay. Alright. That is her action, so she'll still get hit by 20 damage to Revelia from one shot. Because I don't think she's gonna. Anything else with all this stuff? Yeah, okay. That's all good to go. Jacub.
Yeah, okay. Jacub took a hit.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna spend, I believe it's a swift action
Mm-hmm.
to use his potent magic exploit
Mm-hmm.
to increase the next spell he casts save DC by 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then he points his finger
Mm-hmm.
at this Hell Knight.
Mm-hmm.
And then a sickly green ray comes at him as he casts Disintegrate. I must succeed a ranged touch attack.
Uh-huh.
This has some amount of bonuses, I believe, that may or may not matter. So it has a +2 from the Bardic Inspiration. then-
Yes. Okay.
So it's a touch attack.
It is a touch
So-
attack.
And I could check quickly. I don't think he has much else. He has... No, Bless doesn't stack. It's a morale bonus.
Even that bonus is probably
Is
okay.
so he has a total of 21 at least with haste and Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, I think even with whatever kind of covers would be applied, you'd hit that. I believe.
So I require a Fortitude saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
DC 6. That barely makes it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So
The
so,
5d6, I think it would be reduced to.
yeah, which that didn't roll that at all.
It
so
didn't
that's
roll.
great.
It's weird what it sets up and doesn't set up.
Yeah,
It rolled something and got a 6. I think it rolled a
Roll-
d6.
It rolled 2d6.
There you go.
Oh,
So,
2d6.
18 damage, yeah. I
Alright.
wasn't sure what the hell it rolled, but yeah.
Okay.
As Jacub tries to disintegrate this motherfucker, and he
Alright, so
very nearly did get almost disintegrated.
she's going to
and
use
then
one
he
of
will
her
move.
her abilities to 5-foot swap with the leopard. Basically using Inquisitor only teamwork feat shenanigans that she swaps with a leopard.
It's a really good, guys.
Seems reasonable.
Yes, she has. I can swap with an ally. 5-foot swap. Anyway, I guess she's going to look at this dragon man, who's technically the, I guess, head of your ship, and just try to murder the shit out of this man.
She thinks she's safe, but Jacub or Chester's right there. He's gonna make the kill.
Anyway.
I guess you can kill it. Well,
roll.
probably should kill
You
it.
guys can do whatever you want. Misty just wants her alive.
I'm gonna
Close.
roll this
I know what I'm doing on my turn. I'm
so
gonna
there's
try to make her
plus-
drop her Bardiche.
3 to each of these to hit you. Yeah, cool. I don't think there's any other bonuses I should know about. Yes. Okay. So 3 higher on each of these hits. Wow. I don't think any of those hit you.
Wow, you're rolling terribly, Tantus.
A 3, a 4, and a 2.
Yeah. Well,
Jeez.
Well,
I'll take it.
Chester.
Okay. So, on my turn, I'm going to take a 5-foot step
Mm-hmm.
to there,
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to targeted strike her
Uh-huh.
on her arms to try to make her drop her Bardiche.
Uh-huh.
So this is
Disarming
a full
attack.
round action. Also, I am using my Pirate's Queen Curse on this attack.
Mm-hmm.
So DC is
Lovely.
21. It's not huge, but it's something.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see what happens.
All right. Certainly that would hit.
Okay, so she would drop the Bardiche unless they're in locked gauntlets.
I can actually check. She is in plate mail. I don't know if Hell Knight plate would have locked gauntlets to begin with. Honestly,
It would probably specify. I think.
probably.
Most people don't usually use lock gauntlets, I think.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to spend a panache point to deal her a point of Constitution bleed damage.
Okay.
Ooh, jeez, that's really good.
And then she
Alright.
has to make a save for the Pirate's Queen Curse.
All right. Well, I'll hit this. But is it a compulsion or fear effect?
Let me see. I have it right there.
I don't think it matters technically because I've rolled a 22.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's one higher than she needed, so.
Yeah.
I can do it 3 times per day.
But
I
other than the
figured
Constitution damage, no actual damage was dealt.
no actual damage, she just drops the Bardiche.
All right. Well, thump.
I unarmed her!
It's an action to pick it up, I think, right?
No. You Oh, that's right. It doesn't happen yet. Sorry. Never mind. Okay. You're cool. You go first.
Stopping bleed's really easy though. It's just a cure wound.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Bleed starts at the start of your turn, though.
Yeah.
What is it doing?
So she'll take a point of Constitution bleed at the start of her
Yes,
turn.
she will. Well, there's a leopard here, and there's this man here, and there's this lady here who Chester was stabbing and dropped, and she doesn't currently have a weapon in hand.
Can I add five-footer here?
Sure.
And I'm gonna unload on this lady.
Okay.
Wait, no. You wanted her alive, right?
Wait, this
Yeah.
is the one that you want alive, yeah.
All right, so then I'm gonna unload on the
Hell
leopard
Knight.
first.
Okay.
All right.
Leopard first.
Hell Knight or leopard.
So
I can finally get out these leopard stats because it's just been sitting there guarding.
Damn.
That's not leopard stats. That's a person stat. Leopard stats. Why aren't you open? Did leopard break on me? Well, the leopard shit's over here. Oh, sorry. Okay.
This thing's gonna die in like one
Leopards
hit.
do break.
So the leopard didn't die from the first hit.
It dies the second.
It really dies to the second hit. Because it really didn't have a lot of hit points left after hit number 1.
It is
The
like
third
what,
hit's
like
gonna be,
25
the lady.
HP.
Let me check her AC. She might be okay.
She probably is more than 26.
Alright, yes. You do not hit the lady.
And is that including your bonus hit from haste?
Oh, yeah, you're hasted at that as well.
No, it doesn't. Sorry. Me-
That will hit. Anyway, I'm going to delete her from here because it was going to be funny because she would have dropped from bleed damage from Constitution, but
Oh,
Joe, you
that's-
had
oh.
to insist on it.
Damn. Rest in peace, Hell Knight.
Yeah.
I just thought it was. I'm like, yes, I can
didn't think
finally
she was
do
gonna
that.
die.
Yeah, you know how much hit points she had left?
That's
One.
negative.
1.
Nice.
Oh
Oh,
my god. So wait, if she got hit by the disintegrate, she would have been fucking...
No, that...
Dusted.
Oh, yeah. That damage reduced her to... I was like, it exactly
if
reduced
I
her to
just
1,
actually
which
did
is
a regular
hilarious.
attack, I would have killed her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Holy
You get a
miss for
full
how much
attack.
health you had.
Anyway.
As soon as I splat her, I just look at you and say, sorry. And then, move up to him with the rest of my turn. Oh, no, I had
you
the
already-
5
you
minutes.
already
left.
did
I
it.
Yeah,
can't.
move. Yeah.
Yeah, so I cannot move anymore. So then I'm done.
Revia.
Yeah, I will, ignore this guy. I will provoke an AOP.
Mm-hmm.
I'll walk right up here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, luckily, I think he switched to a rage weapon too.
No, this guy has a boarding pike, so I definitely provoke an AOP.
Yes.
Oh, I thought okay.
He does have a boarding pike, and he can go, He didn't roll a 20.
No. I took off Iron Skin for now as a note, so he could hit me... No, he's still good.
They don't have a lot of bonus anyway.
No, they're not great. I will just attack, I think.
Okay.
I will take a -4 to do non-lethal,
Mm-hmm.
and I will dismiss as a free action my sacred weapon, so I don't deal elemental damage, which can't be non-lethal.
Okay.
So, I am really trying to be non-lethal here.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, my sheet's very slow. And I will make a stab at this lady for a critical hit.
Yes, I mean, the 42 will definitely confirm.
Oh, it's at, yeah. It's lower than 42. But
I
I still
mean,
think that, yeah.
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
It would still be, it'd still be a 38. That's, yeah, yes.
Yeah, 37 probably hits. So, and then she's shaken for 1 round.
This is 56 accurate.
56 is accurate, non-lethal damage.
Okay. Alright. And you moved up, so you only get the 1 attack, right?
Yeah, that's my turn. Yep.
Oh,
I do a mighty stab.
He's gonna drop his bardouche and pull out his longsword and kind of
You can flank me.
move here. And same one with
There's a
this
chance
one.
of hitting me now.
So let me try to. It's only the first attack for either of them.
I'm gonna call Repicite, by the way.
Okay.
So, opportune repose.
Yeah, opportunity repose.
And miss you. I think a 626 will probably miss you, Revia. So you both missed. For his
And
mighty
me-
rolls.
You have to roll higher than his 25 to hit Harry. Oh, that misses, I guess.
It does miss. It is a
Yeah.
natural 1. So you try. You go like, ha ha! Damn it! You try to repose it, but you do it. He like misses anyway, but you do it like way early, so you're like, ha ha!
It's like I think he's gonna hit me, so I'm blocking it, and it's about to sweep bump, and it's like, oh, what?
Yeah. All right. Well, Misty.
Okay. Right. I can't non-lethal with a gun. Fun fact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think
I'm gonna
so.
shoot 2 bullets at this guy. And
Quick,
2 at
use the
this guy.
blunted bullets.
Those might genuinely exist.
There
I
is.
don't.
It
I
is
can see arrows
Pathfinder.
being non-lethal, but not.
It
Bu-
is
bullets-
Pathfinder. There may be a magic
Beanbag bullet.
bullet.
It's like a beanbag bullet.
There might
It's like
be.
a little
There might,
truncheon.
there might genuinely be rubber bullets in Pathfinder.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, no, definitely. It's just.
Anyway,
Blunted bullets was.
first 2 at this dude, second 2 at this dude. Kablamo, and then the last one.
Alright, well, those will all very much hit these men.
I assume they're human.
Yes.
There's a first guy, second guy.
Okay. So 13 plus 24 is 37 damage to that man there. And then 18 plus... You didn't roll the damage on the second attack.
Oh, I didn't roll like that. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
There you go.
50 damage on that guy. Okay. All right. Jacub doing Danny thing.
Should just magic missile these 2 guys.
I was just seeing if there's any spells that would help him capture this lady, but doesn't look like it.
Probably didn't
So yeah, well, he doesn't have any like cold spells, so
Yeah.
it's. He will. You know. He's Jacub. He walks out, and then he will cast Scorching Ray.
Okay.
I get 3 rays. So yeah, 3 rays from Scorching Ray, level 11. So-
Yes.
So we'll do 2 rays at the right dude, 1 ray at the left dude.
Okay.
Those all probably hit.
Yes. One sec.
So-
Yes.
So 8d6 to the right dude of fire damage, whatever that means. You can't this, and then 4d6 to the left. Wow,
Okay.
terrible rolls on the first one. Good rolls on the second.
Okay.
And that's Jacob's turn.
All right then. What do you do now? I guess. Oh. Sure. She'll try that. I have to see what that is. Give me a second, what kind of thing it is. I think we need, Alright, I need a will save from Yaalkol.
Oh. Oh no. This is a dominate spell, guys. I just had that feeling. The fact that Tance is just silent after I said that with a little smirk. Oh, that's-
One.
On, please.
Alright,
roll
let me
like
see
not
the
shit.
DC of this.
Do you get a bonus for rage? Do you have that factored in?
No, I don't have a bonus from
Yeah.
rage.
Alright, we'll just kill
Okay.
him.
So good news is you aren't dominated. That's the good news.
I knew it.
No,
I knew it,
but from now on, you're best friends with her, and by that I mean each bit of
Oh,
damage
it's
she takes, you
charm.
take half of it. It's
Oh.
unwilling shield.
Unwilling shields. Yeah.
Ooh,
Jacob had that spell.
That's a good one.
So now you take half
Anything.
damage for her.
Really good.
Yeah.
I can just spell it.
Yo, cool. Captain, why are you hitting yourself?
Just take a step back, honestly. For now. Chester.
I will take a 5-foot step.
Mm.
So if someone wants to reflank, they can.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot I'm flanking. So we're only taking really a -2 when you're doing non-lethal. When I was doing it.
Mercy's over here. She has a feat that I forget about.
Oh, is she unflankable?
nope, that's something else.
Dodger think that's that?
Does she have a thing for casting in melee combat?
She does have some stuff for that.
I
But...
figured I just wanted to bring it up.
Okay.
Just to clarify for chat.
I guess I'll take a -4 to all these attacks.
Yeah, probably smart. Yeah, she's probably almost dead. I guess, is Yaalkol taking non-lethal damage as well?
Half damage.
Oh, Jesus. That's
Yikes.
Those both crit. She might be down.
She might just be unconscious.
Yeah.
I think both of them are unconscious.
The first attack is 62
I
points
think
of
they've
damage.
both gone down into unconscious state.
Well, she certainly goes down before Erik does. He has more
Let's see here. So it would be 62 plus 53, which would be 104 plus another 34. So 138.
Well, the third attack doesn't hit, though.
And there would still be one more attack.
Oh, then roll your other attack.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You know.
Well, to
Thank
be
God
fair,
this is non-lethal.
he stops swinging when she goes down, right?
Thank God
So-
this is all non-lethal. You're not just going to beat this woman to death in front of
Yes.
them.
So,
He didn't say
So-
take non-lethal, so I mean, like.
so
Jesus
probably
Christ, guys.
she probably goes down way before, probably at the second attack, right? Or does she live to
No,
the third?
because a lot.
She lives to the third.
Because
Damn.
half the damage is going to your cool. It's the only reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're close
Jeez.
to the big
Um,
one.
She will be taking a -4 penalty on all saving throws.
She's
She's gonna be unconscious. Look,
She's
Oh,
unconscious.
now
No,
she's taking.
Oh,
she's
okay.
taking- well, she's
I-
unconscious
I-
at -4 DM.
I
How
have
much
to
am
do
I
math.
taking?
Give me a minute. 51 plus 11 plus 42 plus 11 plus
head
26
trauma
plus
after
11. All right, that's
That's like
152.
something damage. Oh yeah.
So
Jesus.
76 damage of non-lethal to you, cool.
All right, how many hits was that?
That was
Three.
three.
Separate
Attacks?
The
Three.
DR
So 72. So it's a -9 more. So that's
76. So it'd
63.
be so 76. So it would be
76, so it'd be
67.
67.
Yeah.
67. I had 9 temp HP left, and I have 138 HP.
So she'd be.
So
Let me just calculate for her because she could possibly still be up, just because of certain things that she has. But I'm checking. It's close, actually.
If so, there's a few things I can still do then.
Okay.
Bro,
All right.
she's gonna be knocked unconscious. I don't think you have to worry about it.
She's gonna have like lasting brain damage after this. I think.
Well, presumably she wasn't hit in the head.
I don't know where Chester's swinging. This lady is like.
I'm trying to knock her out.
Just a pommel right there.
80 health
What do you
left,
think I'm
so
doing?
How much health?
You're
do
just
you have?
going conk, conk, conk.
80.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
She's still conscious because she's got damage destruction from a spell that's keeping her up, and that's probably the reason. So giving her -4 to some stuff. Cool.
Actually, let's see.
Don't make her take bleed damage.
No,
That's
I'm
not
not gonna
good to
do-
keep her alive.
I'm not going to do bleed,
That's it.
but I will do the Pirate's Queen's Curse.
I'm just
So
gonna.
it's a 21 DC save.
She did not
Okay.
roll a 20. She really's not taking damage.
Jesus Christ. Well,
Uh,
don't forget
Also-
-4 that saving throw damage.
I mean,
I'll give her a point of strength bleed damage.
oh,
How long does that last? Because that can still kill him.
strength damage doesn't kill you.
Strength damage just makes it so you don't move when you hit 0.
Oh, does it? Okay. that's
Only
good.
con
And-
damage goes.
I'm using menacing swordplay so I can try to intimidate to demoralize her.
Good
She's
luck.
shaking right now.
Just action.
She's shaking.
No, she wasn't. She made her
So-
save.
No, I crit her. So. weapon of
Oh.
awe with no
She is
save.
Oh,
shaking.
I have Weapon of Awe too, and I critted her.
Shaking
Yeah,
doesn't-
yeah, well,
Yeah.
she's shaking, guys. She's shaking
not
her boots.
So here's my intimidate. A 40.
Jesus Christ. That works, I presume, because the DC for it is really low. That beats it probably by a lot. It's
Yeah.
10 plus hit die plus wisdom.
I'm just checking some stuff she has. 'Cause she might be.
I'm just
immune
gonna be
to
like, give up
shaken.
or die.
I mean, she's not gonna give up. Not with words like that. You cool? What are you doing?
I
Hit
take a
her.
5-foot step.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, the joke's on you. Because the only thing I value less than your life is my life.
I swear to God.
And I'm going to swing at her.
Mm-hmm.
Yaalkol killed one of the so mad.
Non-lethally, right?
Oh, here's the thing. That Yaalkol never rolls non-lethal damage.
Genuinely.
I mean, he is raging. I don't think he would think to
Yeah,
do non-lethal.
You know,
Go ahead.
I always...
You do you.
Yeah, go ahead.
There will
He's
be
dead.
repercussions to this.
Mm-hmm.
we'll just resurrect her.
Not if the devil takes your soul.
We'll see what you roll.
Maybe we'll roll 3 ones in a row on this.
I mean, honestly, nothing's popping up.
All right. I might. Yeah. I might not attack then. I might step forward. In my rage, I recognize that I'm not going to be able to knock this woman unconscious, and I'm just going to,
I mean, you have been educated very well from your friends to, listen to things.
You know.
They have been saying lots of suggestions, and, try to drum it into you. So I can see you holding back just because they've basically been probably hammering it into you for, the last month.
You can also drop your rage to do it. You're only fatigued.
But the rage might be what's keeping him up.
Yeah.
No.
He might just.
No, he's at
well,
he's at 76 HP. He's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's chilling.
Alright. So I'm gonna swing.
Okay.
15.
Are you swinging non-lethally?
I at minus
Oh.
4 to these attacks. I'm guessing. I don't know how.
I don't think they hit. Yeah.
They will not hit.
You have 1 extra attack there from
This is
him.
why Yaalkol never non-lethal.
Yeah, jeez. Those are Tantus rolls.
Those are the rolls I've been doing today. Yes.
Yeah, 2, 2,
I don't
and
roll
3.
well for non-lethal. I
It
kill
happens,
things.
man.
Yeah.
You have one. You have 1 more attack, Eric. As a pulled out.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That might actually hit on that one. Let me just check.
What the fuck? It's a,
I'd be surprised if she doesn't have over 30.
She no longer has allies around her, which would give her
Oh,
It's
bonuses.
an ally build. I've seen this before.
Oh no, it misses because your bonus she gets from you being an unwilling ally.
haha, fucker.
Fuck you. Alright,
It's-
I 5-foot step,
Punch her in the face.
and I non-lethally strike. This is at -2.
Uh-huh.
We'll roll just 1 attack at it.
Uh-huh.
29 hit.
Yes.
So it's 20. Oh, it's actually not 29. So that misses. That's too lower.
Oh, it's too low. 27 will miss, yes.
33 will hit though.
Yes, that will hit.
Or 31 will hit. So 29 non-lethal.
Okay, so 14 to you and your cool.
Each.
Let me calculate that. Let me just check here. Excuse me. Pardon me very much so. Ooh, pardon me again.
I'll make another attack just in case it's needed.
Mm-hmm. That'll definitely hit.
So, yeah. So for another 16 points of damage.
Okay.
So a total of 30 points of damage
yes.
to each of them.
Okay, I think that is enough. Let me just check. Math here.
I'm proud of Yaalkol right now, though.
I mean, he missed, which was impressive.
Yeah, but the attempt was what was important, you know? Not the hitting.
True. Very true.
The fact that he showed restraint once in his life.
Very true. Restraint was held.
You know, he's changed since he got married.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, she is unconscious.
Surrender or your Thrune dies, I will say to these losers.
They're just gonna attack. They fight to the death. They're Shackles Marines.
Well,
I
they're
will
gonna
try-
die horribly.
He's just gonna execute.
I will try to counter if they're gonna hit me.
They're going for Yaalkol. They're like, kill the infidels, Captain. Yeah. That's a longbow. Sorry, wrong button. Damn it. Does 34 hit you, or 36? Sorry, 34 hit you. Yaalkol.
Wait, I
That's
think
still
Erik-
longbows.
No,
They're longswords.
That's longswords.
Oh, longsword. I misread.
He has uncanny dodge, I think, right? As a barbarian.
So no, I don't have uncanny dodge.
Okay. You're also really quiet right now, Erik.
All right.
You're fine. No worries.
Does a 34 hit?
So 34, yeah, that one definitely hits.
Okay. Alright. 13 more damage to you. Grr. Alright. I'm going to admit, they're deleted from existence. They can't really hold up to you on their own.
They die.
That was their last great thing they could do. I don't really think
I'll just roll the damage, see how exploded they are.
Jacub shoots some more scorching rays.
That's-
Maybe Jacub disintegrates one for fun.
That's how exploded they are.
Yeah, that's pretty good to slow it. This guy's definitely dead. He was very close to death. And this guy, even if, I'm not going to count you. Even if you live through that, I'm sure the other 3 people that will go before he acts will murder him. So,
Yeah.
Or 4,
We've,
I'm sorry. There's 4 of you.
Yeah.
There are a lot of us.
And I think we teleport back to our ship.
Well,
Yeah,
let's
so-
take our break here first before
Yes.
we worry about all that.
fair.
So if you need a snack, drink, or bathroom break, go ahead and do them, and we'll be back in a little bit. I don't know, one of them. Anyway, welcome back! Hi, wee-hoo! You've claimed the ship for your own. Alright, let's begin talking about what you get for... Come on
yeah,
down.
we get loot. Oh god.
Alright,
I'm gonna
beyond
do so
what,
much now.
beyond what 4 officers, a Hell Knight, and an Admiral have on them, this is the following stuff you will find in the ship because you have technically captured it. You will have some people go over. It has about 8 points of plunder in the stores and weapons and valuables that belong to the crew. In Drovalia's cabin, on the other hand, the room is filled with velvet and silk canopied bed, inlaid with tropical woods of red and, in red and gold, intricately carved desk of ebony, polished to a glowing sheen, half a dozen masterful paintings depicting dreadful tabulos of sea monsters ravaging ships and shores, juxtaposed with idealized merfolks in organized revels. The furnishing artwork in the room alone are also worth another 5 points of plunder.
Jesus Christ.
Her room is just filthy, stinking rich.
It's just like gaudy and gothic gaudy. Ugh.
It's rich people stuff. A glass display case mounted on the wall contains a bejeweled golden spyglass worth 1,000 gold pieces. A masterwork alchemical silver daggers with diamond-encrusted pommels worth 750 each. A flat steel chest under the bed, which would be difficult to get into, but you eventually could, has a jar of restorative ointment, 2 potions of cure serious wounds, 5,000 gold pieces, and a black scroll inscribed with silver ink in infernal tongue.
Can you go over the item wealth ones again so I can write those down?
I'm just gonna
Just copy and paste it. Yeah,
I'm just
whatever.
gonna copy
is
and
easier,
paste this. You know, this
You said
section.
a lot of words, and I tried to keep track of it, but I got behind at one point.
No, it's okay. It's a lot. There's effectively 13 points of plunder, and then this stuff.
Jesus.
I mean, the bottom part there I just also copied because it's the document is the soul contract, where it's either the archdevil either gets her soul or her great uncle's, whoever dies first.
Oh well, she's alive at least.
She is
Yes.
alive.
If she was successful, she banked on the fact that her great uncle is very old and febile. You know? So, he was hoping that maybe, you know, whether successful or not, she died maybe, or could be killed in the battle, or whatever. Anyway, each of the 4 dudes has
5,000 GP.
So there's, don't beep at me. 4 copies of this stuff. So X4 for those things.
Oh, okay. I'll write this down. Ooh, those are good.
And then I need what she has on her. And she, of course, is in 2 pages. Of course it is, because it's
Half blades. +1. Those are good to sell. 4 of those.
there's part of it. Has it?
Oh.
Human Bane seeking repeating heavy crossbow.
Yes. The funny thing would be if she had to reload it. Like what she actually does is, those officers there have bolts, so they spend their turn reloading it for her. Reload me.
That Masterwork longbow is worth a decent amount of money too. The combos at +4. At 27 GP each. Okay.
And this Hell Knight lady has. Just subtract the potion of Cat's Grace from this list here.
Okay.
From this last one here. And there's the Asmodean lady. There you go. There's a lot of stuff to figure out. Good luck.
Yeah, I'm working on it
later.
But it's in the chat at least. Anyway. Having claimed the flagship of the Armada and having defeated the Admiral herself, it acts as a certain turning point of the battle for sure. There is a morale break in what remains of the troops, and it isn't long before they are managed to be routed. Unfortunately, your ships have taken beating themselves and are unable to pursue, but there are many on both sides which are sunk, and the remainder of the fleet, which is probably below half of its strength, basically takes the long way back through around the eye, as honestly they're probably not as confident they could get through it as the Admiral's been taken. The Admiral was the way that they were getting through it. So they're taking a long way home.
They probably don't have these demons blood anymore.
Probably about halfway through the battle, Myste and Jacub abscond via magic back to Dragon's Roost with Drevella.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to get her out of here so that she can't be seen.
That's easy enough for Jacub to do. We'll have enough spell slots to teleport us to the ship and then teleport you back to Dragon.
Myste will put her in holding, completely chained up.
Oh, of Retribution. Is Crossbow Retribution a specific crossbow, or is it just what?
It's just the cool name they gave it.
Sounds wonderful.
It's like a +1 Human Bane seeking, repeating heavy crossbow. Page 54. Actually, it might have something on it. Let me check. There was apparently just a page 54 for this that I missed completely. It is under the specific weapons. Oh, well then, sorry, there was more stuff to it that I just never used on. A successful hit any creature that has just struck the wielder with an attack the previous round, whether melee attack, ranged, or natural weapon, or a spell that requires attack roll. Ammunition fired for the catcher racks the target with shooting pain that opposes mine for a penalty on attack rolls, skill checks for 7 rounds. On Fortitude save, DC 14 only lasts for 1 round. And it's also very good against people that worship the same god as the wielder. Again, very Inquisitor of, hey, you're not worshipping Asmodeus the right way, I'll murder you.
Yep, we're just going to end up selling that though, so I'll just put down. No one uses crossbows.
You don't want a Human Bane seeking repeating heavy crossbow.
Nah.
I
don't think so.
I maybe could have had this a gun. I think
the heart or something. He uses a crossbow.
Yeah.
Worth a lot of gold.
Well, he's the special boy who does special things.
We're 16,000 gold.
He's a special boy who does special things.
Aren't we all?
I also don't care. We can. It's a lot of loot.
I'm normally okay with it, but that one's a little expensive to give to an NPC that will never use it. I'll be real. I'm normally
Oh
all
man,
for it.
I did forget I could have given her a pepper box instead of that.
You
My
could've.
bad.
That's what I. Well, that's why I have a pepper box, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
this
I made it, to be fair.
there's actually an item here that some of you people might want.
We could deal with that.
Yeah. I'm just writing everything down.
She does have also a robe of powerlessness.
Robe of
That
power.
doesn't sound useful.
It's a cursed item she has.
Oh, that's funny.
She uses on someone else.
Oh, maybe we put it on her.
I mean, you could.
We probably have specialized equipment for stopping spellcasters from doing spell things.
Yeah, it's called manacles and a gag, and a blindfold. That usually works. Yeah, but I guess we wrap this up.
Cool. Man. I'll give it to you can figure out that she has a robe of powerlessness, because otherwise it's a really mean thing she just would have not been wearing in her inventory. Because it looks like a robe of the Archmagi.
We would have just thrown it into a pile and Jacub would have examined it later.
I mean, Jacub might have worn it. He's been powerless then.
Yeah, Jacub probably
They
put
can
it on.
identify things.
Yeah, minus 10 penalty to strength as well as intelligence, wisdom, or charisma, forgetting spells and magic knowledge accordingly.
Probably do put that on her, to be clear.
Yeah, we discover what that is, and we're like, oh yeah, you're gonna put this on, lady.
We force it on.
I mean, one of the things is if you delayed, it actually the storyline for like having the battle a lot farther along and time wise, the Master of Gales would have fought with her, and been captured and put in the rope. It's actually the storyline that would have happened if she eventually would have gotten to Hell's Harbor. Yeah.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. Because he was willing to go fight her, very much so, He would have been the front line. He's a good man that way. Anyway. Alright, what is your plan now? You've completed victory. Many ships have been sunk. You've fortunately / unfortunately, beyond the Admiral herself, no major ship captains on the enemy side were taken, nor did you lose any major players on your end. The battle wasn't technically long enough, and you were evenly matched, and then you also
kind of
did
blitzed.
you did blitz to her. So
Yeah.
using those two things meant that there wasn't really major losses on that end. So though a lot of ships were lost, their heavy hitters managed to all escape, and then you managed to get away without any losses to your side either.
I say that,
I mean, say for ships.
regardless of what the party is doing, Misty is not there. Misty is currently having a field day with an evil admiral.
Mm-hmm.
And when the party returns, I will note that Revia Thrune has a Inquisitor brand mark upon her face, denoting that she is a failure.
Do you mark Desna into her or something to be like extra spiteful?
No.
I mean, Desna really wouldn't be up for branding people. She'd be like,
no, that's
it's kind of a little weird.
We probably don't see you for
A long
A
time.
while. Yeah. Jacub probably teleports back to Gwent to meet us, or Drenchport probably.
Misty will
So
arrange.
he can be around next.
Misty will do a sending to Ladin to inform him that the deal they struck in the dream is a go.
Okay.
That deal being he gets the Admiral dead, Shellix leaves this fucking place alone.
His response is, inform me when formal negotiations can begin.
Sure.
I guess I'll do it on our Dragon's Roost.
It would be more, currently you don't technically control the shackles, and, you know.
He's gonna be our prisoner for a while.
Yeah.
Well, we have a probably freshly made dungeon.
Yep.
It's like over next to where Jacub spends his time. It's like a closet over next to him. You know, it's like, this is my dungeon closet that they had me install next to my lair.
To be clear, Misty likely had it built to our specifications of as close to a sensory deprivation chamber as can possibly be.
We probably do more. We probably like hallow the zone and like have a permanent spell effect tied there, like a couple that we pay for. Like a permanent dispel magic or something.
Prison there, that anti-spellcaster prison.
Yeah. There's a lot of things we could apply to it.
Yeah.
It's not that expensive too.
But she's in there now, and Misty's at the island enjoying her time.
Mm-hmm. What are the rest of you then doing with the fleet? Are you heading back to Quent then in victory?
Yeah, we probably celebrate the first couple days in Drenchport and Downpour, but then the War Council moves down
Yes.
to discuss the aftermath.
Misty will also eventually take a ship down to, after a day or so down. But
Okay.
We probably have Rio pick you, or no, it'd probably be Cog. Cog probably picks you.
probably, yeah.
There's certainly much celebration to be had for victory over the Chilaxi invasion. Not only was the invasion proved to be correct, which there was probably, you know, a little doubt in some minds here and there still. Certainly you had convinced a good supply of people that this was something that needed to be taken care of. We had to be ready for it. But, I mean, even amongst your allies, certainly there was probably some doubt still, too. Honestly, the idea of crossing the eye is one
really is something you need to see to believe.
Yeah. So, like, even those that are like, oh, they're coming to attack, they're just like, we're just in a good position. They're just skirting around the eye in the northern thing, you know. They maybe have, like, you know, some protections that they can get close to the eye. They didn't think we're coming across it, which, you know...
which we very well saw them cross the eye.
Yeah. So, certainly, you are proven correct. And, you know, your victory, heading to Drenchport, it begins to spread. The word of it, certainly, you know, and what you did. Your fleet's taken a beating, though, certainly. Not only did you lose half of your ships, honestly, that came in, but those that survived had taken a hit. You were going against a very powerful military force. Managed to muster probably about half the overall power or less of the Shackles to face it, which was fortunately enough this time. But
yeah, it would have been really bad if we did nothing like the Hurricane King wanted.
You know,
doesn't he look like a fucking idiot?
He certainly probably does at this point in time.
Yeah, especially because I spread word about this specifically.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but eventually you can make your way back to Quent in celebration. Certainly by the time you arrive back, word is already spread there. You know, Tessa sending word that she was returning victorious, things like that. So there is a expectation of your return and a celebration that occurs as you arrive. Grand partying, celebrations in the street of the once again victory over the invaders from the north who wish to destroy your way of life and, conquer all the shackles. It is your terrain to maintain. Now, even with all the partying, there is certainly much that needs to be discussed, and the council must be called upon once more. Many of the pirates wish to depart. They've come with you this far, but there does seem to be a general agreement that, and you probably called upon it as you were leaving Trenchport and stuff, I assume, to have one final meeting at least before you depart from each other. And
another meeting in Feast at Quent, right?
Yeah.
To end it off.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
so certainly, once again, you can assemble the way that you had before with your Grand Admiral himself at the head of the table, with you there and all the various members kind of lined up at the main table. So it's the same place you were before for your big meeting, kind of like set up. And there will kind of be like a feast going on. And eventually, you will be able to interrupt, or as you wish, whenever you want to, as the feast is occurring. So, go ahead if you want to interrupt the feast with your actual meeting.
Yeah, well, it would be like a quick, here to Grand Admiral Yaalkol. And then, he here, and we'll, celebrate all the admirals, right? So,
yeah.
Me and then the other 4 guys that are important.
Yeah. There will be, probably not, again, this is a council of important members of the Shackles. There aren't much for, a here, so to say. But certainly, there are, tipping of the glass, and from a lot of the crowds and other members of that are important throughout the entire area, there is some cheering and stuff too. You certainly get some excitement about it.
Yeah, it's mostly a formality to be you're recognized for what you've done. But I think we will mostly spend time eating, and then after that we will probably meet into a more private chamber with the important people to discuss the, what comes next.
Yes.
With Bonefist.
They'll certainly be willing to head to the important meeting, as there are certain things to discuss. One of the major things that will be brought up quite rapidly is, as your actual meeting begins, Aranax will speak up and be like, "We did a grand thing this day, but there was also much loss on our side. I believe all of us here are in agreement that as successful as we were with our losses, the plunder which we managed to gain will be more likely used in repairing the damage and replacing lost ships and lost men."
Yes. There's no understating the loss of life that took place in this battle on either side.
Which will make it difficult to deal with the Hurricane King. I imagine he's already riling up his troops, or his ships. He is,
Then we let him sit and look and wait for a time. His reputation is tarnished.
He does look pretty bad.
He looks like a fool, which he is.
Agreement. This is Shornash will speak up. He is a fool not to have joined such a grand battle. Honestly, I was.
I got this guy was here.
I was impressed.
Well, no, he was special. He wasn't one. He was special forces.
Yeah,
okay,
but still, I'm assuming the council,
He's
the
here.
pirate council
Yeah,
members are the
he's
people
here.
that are really here.
100%. He would be here. Yeah. It just we just all forgot he was here because he was
So the question is, and it comes down to, what is it you want now? Because honestly, I'm not necessarily rearing to a fight if that's what you're looking for with Bonefist.
He won't listen to reason. He won't step down. It's Bonefist. That man is,
Tessa's going to speak up, and that's where things come in. We are a good portion of the current Pirate Council, members of the council. Many of you here, some attend, some tend not to attend. But, as known from the past, most of the time there are two ways that a new Hurricane King is decided. One, a choice from the council amongst members about who's either most popular, strongest, various ways, once the old one passes away. Or, in a few cases like the one that perhaps we're facing now, a vote by the current council to oust the current one. Hudluck kind of shake his head and be like, as much as I like all of you, that's a difficult thing to ask for. I've heard tales of such a thing, and honestly, I don't know if you could grab enough members of the council willing to vote that way.
Yes, I believe, regardless of what we do, regardless of the path we choose, there will be great difficulty. It is not easy to overthrow a king. It is even harder to overthrow a pirate king. So I suggest we wait and watch. And
but if we wait too long,
caution.
If we wait too long, the steam of our victory might go away, and the sting of his failure to act as well.
I believe, this is Tessa speaking up then, I believe that at very least we should attempt to gather the support for a vote of non-contest. After that, even if he is removed, there must be an election for a replacement Hurricane King, and even then, an ousting of the old one by the new one, theoretically. That is the challenge when one is replaced such as this way. But, as most of you have pointed out, we are divided. Sornash is actually going to stand up and be like, I'm going to be done here, but I will leave and tell you one thing. If there's be a battle ahead between you folks and some of you out here, and the current Hurricane King, and whoever wishes to side with him, well, there are probably some that are on the fence when it comes to his position. And what I mean by that is, a vote of non-contest, can it be stopped? He kind of addresses Tessa. Theoretically, if the person that was elected replaced is killed by the original one, then there usually is no argument, but that's never actually happened. And I'd say I'd let you fight. Figure it out yourselves. I'll vote to allow you to kill each other. And maybe you can find a few others like me. Let me know when you need it. I'll enjoy a good show. He's going to take his leave then.
Safe travels. Or I guess dangerous travels? Whatever you enjoy more.
The Maximus sister is going to actually stand up and kind of say that I will most likely be on the same level as him, but with less violence. Honestly, the major politics of the Shackles usually don't pertain to me and my sister a lot, and I would have to speak with her about it, but if a vote would allow you to compete for either to see if he still has the chops to be in charge or is technically worthy of replacement, I'm all for that.
I nod. Well, take any votes we can get.
Shagard and Joyless will both kind of speak up and be like, in respectively, kind of be like, in the end, you fought to drive out Chelix, and because of that, they'll throw their support behind you. You'll have Miss Gebel, because she's married to your captain, technically.
Yep, that's her.
Is she for captain? She is, isn't she?
She is a member of the council. She just never shows up.
What? This will be the one time we're not gonna have enough seats for the council.
Yeah,
because...
everyone's just gonna show up.
You actually do. When you were at that table, there was like 3 dozen seats, but most of them were empty. I said.
Oh, really? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. There are seats for everybody. Just when there's these major meetings, no one really shows up anyway. Most people don't care.
Pirates are gonna pirate.
Yeah. They have the position. If there's usually when the announcement of vote, like there's like certain things that are like, if there's a major topic that's going to be discussed, people will know about it. And if it's something that involves you and your people, you show up. If it doesn't, and it maybe just involves things like the Shackles, most of them kind of don't care.
Fair.
Yeah.
You can definitely get the support of Tessa, Aranax, the Master of Gales, Mace to Armor, and Hardluck will be reluctantly willing to throw in on your side.
Thanks, buddy.
He's more like I don't like it, but look, I'll at least give you your vote. So, if you are going to go vote for non-confidence, you still don't have enough people, though. And besides the fact is, then, even if you do that, you would still have to choose a replacement. And then you'd have to figure out the actual ousting of him and stuff like that. Which is not easy on any of those fronts. Honestly, and, as the meeting kind of, runs down and a number of people that are, wants to be less involved have left, Tessa basically is like, look, it might be better if then, because all of our forces have been damaged and we will need to repair them, and certainly Bonefist and his fleet and many of his allies would be strong, and honestly he might call upon some members of the council that would be willing to defend him. It would be difficult to oust him at this point in time. I think it might be best that if we can vote for the non-confidence and schedule in a few months' times after that a meeting to choose a replacement Hurricane King. It unfortunately would give him some time to solidify his forces, but we need that time just as desperately. And maybe we can negotiate for something a little bit more peaceful. I don't know if there is a way, but it might give an opportunity.
I mean, I'm okay with giving it time. It gives us time to lick our wounds a bit, get some more ships, or make some more friends, sell the loot.
We need to have another meeting like the one we're having here right now. We would have to re-invite those that have stepped out already and see if we could invite some of the other members.
Maybe invite everyone on the council?
I'm sure inviting everyone. I would suggest we don't hold it in Hell's Harbor, though, certainly.
I would probably say Quen. Your city's pretty good.
It's gonna look like a powder grab from her at that point.
We could do Dragon's Roost. We have enough time to prepare a big enough place.
That might be good. Would you think you'd need a month or two to prepare that?
We'd probably... With Jacub working overtime, he has enough fabricates to really get some buildings down.
I feel like 2 months is probably the longest we can go before we have the vote of non-confidence. Before people start forgetting.
We could do a month and a half then. We'll have enough time. we'll pay a lot of people.
That'll give a little bit of time for us to try to rebuild some of our forces in the meantime, and at least repair our ships. A little bit of a head start. Then we're going to have to convince at least enough members to need to meet to the vote. I mean, probably there are certain members of the council which would show up, but I can look into who you might need to directly contact and who would be willing to come to your party. And you'd have to make some setup and plans for that. I would suggest if you can do anything to prepare for an action like that, then maybe it might be useful. We can then discuss, of course, the non-confidence in Bone Fist, and you'll have to come up with a reason to depose him.
Well, I'm afraid I will have to leave that to the lot of you. There are some travels and deals I need to uphold that we have made during this little excursion.
Getting to Alkenstar isn't too difficult, I think, after the research we did.
Revia will be a little more difficult, but I can manage. I just need a ship.
Well, you have one. Did you want to go with Cog?
Well, I was more thinking perhaps that warship we captured.
That's going to take a good amount of time to fix up, but...
I would like it eventually, but I do need a ship to travel, and I suppose I could bother Cog a little bit.
The warship is virtually undamaged. You didn't really...
Oh, is it really?
We didn't do anything to the warship.
No.
Yeah.
We transported onto it.
We
and
teleported
beat them
to it,
there.
killed everyone, and left.
Like
It's a little damaged from
the deck is
breaths of
damaged, yeah.
fire.
There was a fireball and some breathing.
The fire breath of a dragon doesn't, like... It doesn't, like, right away set things on fire.
At most, it probably burned the sails away.
Yeah. So the ship's in...
Some of
Heavily
the
scor- the top layer of the boat might need some repairs.
Yeah.
Heavily scorched.
That shouldn't take
But-
too long.
Yeah, we can get that. We can, hire some people here and get you on your way. You can take your Marines, obviously. That
Of
should be a
course.
good enough crew.
I'm sure you will be happy to get Harsk out of your hair.
No, Harsk is actually very comforting.
It took a while to get this point, but we've got it.
He's the most consistent thing on the ship.
Misty will kind of get a little more serious. Ensure our guest at Dragon's Roost remains unseen.
Yeah, no one's gonna go down to Jacob's weird ass lair. He'll arcane lock it too.
I was going to say, except Jacob.
Yeah, man, that place just gives bad vibes.
Well, that's why I don't work down there anymore.
Yeah. We'll get to building a big feasting hall. And maybe we can hire like a performance group. Like maybe a circus or something. Like for a big party.
Maybe we could talk to that school.
Oh my god, the Bard School that we're kind of friends with. Good thought, Chester. They'll be great for entertainment.
Regardless, I will prepare a list of members that should accept our invite if we prepare the correct bribe, party, that kind of thing, and then a list of folks that might need more personal convincing. And I think there will be enough neutral parties that we might be able to hold the vote regardless. We will need to invite some people that will most likely, in the end, perhaps maybe ally with the current Hurricane King. I don't know. But the question comes once we vote him out. Again, I feel like we will have three choices. We can attempt to negotiate with him. We can attempt to oust him physically and violently. Or we could go for the least likely of them all, hope that he just actually leaves if we have enough threat, maybe.
It's an old saying that I've heard in my homeland, and it is that it is best to simply offer peace in one hand and arm the other.
Yeah,
Right.
we'll try to negotiate with him. Unlikely he'll actually accept it. It's own fist. But I'm always up for diplomacy.
Agreed. Most likely, though, I think he'd be on the offensive.
Maybe we can verbally duel him enough for he to surrender. That's unlikely. He'll probably either retreat to his fortress, or maybe we can get him into a fight with some of his best men there, and we just, kill him there, and then that kind of eases the problem.
I did not see this ending in anything but port peril and ashes.
Well, it's probably not that bad. I don't think he's that brazen. He still wants to rule a place.
Take it from someone who has attempted this thing before. When someone is cornered, they will do anything.
I mean, he could be spiteful enough that if he can't have it, no one will.
We would
Do
have
you
to
really
be prepared
think-
for something like that, then.
We should get our spies looking for potential explosives throughout the city then. Barrels of gunpowder, stuff like that.
Civilian lives must be preserved.
So, we'll prepare for the meeting. I shall send you the list, and anything that you can do to bolster whatever forces we have in the next month and a half, 2 months, do it. And we'll set up we'll set up the party then. The meeting. All right. I know that probably in amongst those that are here, most of those that have already left are those that were of the agreeance to kind of more let things lie. And those that are staying here are more, it's time for a change. I don't know how many of you would support military action beyond a few of us that I know would agree. But I would request, at very least, if you choose, once your forces have been regained, to remain out of the battle, that you truly remain neutral to it. And if you are willing to fight for a better Shackles in the future, perhaps a better management, one that's ready for issues like this one that have come up, that we managed to take care of without the man, that you'd be ready for. So, the
Noted.
the various people kind of at least acknowledge what she said, kind of like shake their heads a little bit, and honestly, then the party will end. Most will depart. The ones that will remain behind, of course, will be Aranex is going to remain behind, and Tessa, for obvious reasons.
Makes sense.
Once everybody is departed, though, the two of them will kind of turn towards you all and kind of speak about things and be like, if you should turn against the Hurricane King, and it becomes more of a fight. If it comes to that. It's the unfortunate thing that I know there will be those that would willingly join with him. Even if we convince them to vote a non-confidence, they might see it as an opportunity to convince him that he has to prove himself, and basically is using this as an opportunity to show who's loyal and who's not. Going along with it to draw out the problem.
I mean, it's a minor concern overall, but in the end, if it comes to conflict, I have no doubt of our victory. Assuming that we can discover any schemes he might have in the background.
Your confidence is strong, but you should be very well aware that we barely won the fight.
It's not a decisive victory, I suppose.
2 months might not be enough to rebuild the forces that we need. The Hurricane King's fleet has still been one of the strongest fleets in all of the Shackles. It's one of the reasons that he is strong as he is.
The difference is we must strike him personally if there comes to conflict and not let him time to have a fleet. If the head of the snake is gone, it does not matter the rest of its body.
Are you assassins now?
It will be a prolonged conflict. I've seen your tact and stealth in action. It's not impressive.
Unfortunately,
Do you think there's a chance that he will willingly give up power, even for a moment?
Honestly, no. I don't. I think
Then
that
he would challenge us to a fight when he's vote of confidence, no? To defend his spot?
the thing is, even if we have a vote that would say that he has no confidence and that we need a new Hurricane King, even if we vote for another one, they aren't a new Hurricane King until they take the seat of power. And he has his fleet protecting him. And if you would go in and step in and just try to, as you say, cut the head off of a snake, the unfortunate thing about that would be is it would not give the right impression that we're looking for.
No.
Remember, we are trying to out him because of his not only lack of confidence, but the way he's been acting as Hurricane King, certainly as of late.
We are leading a popular rebellion at this point.
But there's a difference in that if we say he must relinquish power and then he refuses and then we defeat him because he refuses than if we did anything else. That's not an act of tyranny. That's an act against the tyranny.
But what I'm saying is, the way it's supposed to work is you are to show force against him, not sneak up behind him and stab him in the back.
I agree. I'd rather slap him in the face and challenge him than stab him.
The position of a Hurricane King has been more so than anything a position of strength and power. And as much as subterfuge is oftentimes used to maintain...
I'm not saying us to sneak in there. A public display of challenge.
I do not believe he would fight fair or accept that challenge.
Honestly, I do not either. I don't know of any pirate in this entire place that would accept a challenge as such.
I certainly wouldn't.
If we could get into his fortress and fight him inside of it, does that not resolve the problem? Not like we sneak into his bed.
You still have to fight the way through his fleet, which is within Hell's Harbor.
Is his fortress defended against teleportation magics?
Probably not. But you're saying to jump right into the middle of all of them on your own.
That would be foolhardy.
Think this more carefully, and you will not end up as I was. A failure and an exile. Or dead. I suppose I'm both, but realistically speaking.
As someone that has fought plenty of devils over the years, most of them are smart enough not to just teleport into the place. As much as you can perhaps get a surprise, oftentimes it is more akin to something that a demon would do. Dive in head first, most likely get yourself killed, and maybe have some success and do some damage. Teleporting might still be an option, I would think.
It isn't the only option. The point of it is that we can get into his fortress. So his fleet might be strong, but if we can put up enough of a fight that draws out his men, we can make enough of time and opening for us to get inside.
Tessa's going to kind of look at, like, that was what Maya was suggesting. Without the teleportation part is an extra step, but I was suggesting that that was one of the ways to basically engage his forces and oust him that way. The nature of whether you teleport in or not, I don't think really matters, but the fact is, he will have his fleet even now. And his fleet is... Our forces now would be able to defeat the Hurricane King's current fleet. But our fleet as it is... I mean, previous to the battle, our fleet as it is now is maybe equivalent to it. Maybe. And think of how much percentage of power we have of the Shackles.
It's time we make some new friends.
That might be what is needed.
I can perhaps gain
We will call upon Besmar's throne, perhaps.
I can
They've
perhaps
assisted me once.
get you assistance from up north. If family still means anything.
Wouldn't that take too long?
I have to go then anyways.
Remember, we have some time. If we wait a month and a half before we have our vote, to 2 months, I still said that we should take some time after that before we elect a new Hurricane King.
Yes.
Have a second meeting, rather than elect it at that point in time.
Mm.
Granted, I believe we should probably stick with the plan that we've been doing so far and honestly prop up our good friend here in charge.
Good captain.
He's a good looker.
He's a unifier.
He does a good job. And as much as you're cool, unfortunately, I must say, you are not incredibly intelligent. You make up for in a level of charisma that kind of intrigues me sometimes, the way that you can draw people together. It is a very powerful tool that is very helpful for a captain. But you also then make up for your lack of knowing things by asking advice of those of you around you. Something that the Bone Fist does not do. Something that is impressive. And if we here would be your advisors, well, I'm sure that we could see together Shackles in a better place.
Had I been much younger than me here at this point, I would have disagreed. But I've seen you in action, and I'm a bit wiser these days with age. You do unify people in a very bizarre way. I have seen you make strong allies by punching them in the face.
You got buried that way.
That was a byproduct of a situation that was unexpected.
So I am more than happy to support you for new ruler.
The other reason to give a few months in between the vote of non-confidence and the vote for the Hurricane King is one that is a little bit more subtle. It's two-front. For one thing, yes, we don't want it to seem like we are the ones directly pushing this to be, we take charge. And we put Yaalkol in charge. it might throw Bonefist off a little bit and not have him as on guard. And honestly, there might be a few other members of the Pirate Lords that might try to contest themselves. We have a strong enough block that I'm pretty sure we can certainly elect you. And you have the popular vote because of your victory over Cheliax now. But having one or two other people that would contend with you would also look good to keep Bonefist from being too aggressive for now.
Is it not... We perhaps don't even have to do anything for that. There's likely others that would try to become Hurricane King.
That's what she's saying. That's why we want to give.
Oh, I thought she was saying that we should make people as... Sorry.
No, to give her to give time for others to put their hat in the ring.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Sorry.
then
Yeah, I didn't hear that first part. Yeah, makes sense.
He's not just targeting us. He has multiple people he's looking out at.
Yes. And that it might be good also to keep things, honestly, from getting out of hand. The more we can effectively keep him from getting too angry, the more he's going to be predictable and not do anything rash. And certainly, I'm afraid this little group here are probably his targets of main ire. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe even negative rumors start to spread about you.
It would certainly be hard to spread anything more negative about me. The others, I can see it happening. I hear what the council says about me.
The only good thing on our side with that is the recent victory might negate some of that.
True. It might make it more difficult, but not impossible.
We perhaps can hire some bards to sing of our deeds of this sort to help counteract any negative press by having it force a positive.
I would hold off on that until
later, of course, when we start going for the bid.
Yes.
After the votes.
But he might, depending on what's going on and what he predicts, that might be his side might already begin things. It'll be unfortunate that, as much as we'd like to tip our hand in a lot of this stuff, we must be cautious and careful. Longer and more difficult it is for him to gather allies and strength, the easier it will be for if we need to turn to violence to eliminate him. I will prepare the list. We will invite everyone from the council, save for the current Hurricane King, because this is a vote of non-confidence. I will see who we can get here without much trouble. And I will see if there's anybody that you need to invite. Make plans for your grand hall of partying and meeting and stuff like that, and anything else that needs to be taken care of in the meantime, or anything else that you can do to prepare, let me know. Or anything you need us to do. We'll be rebuilding our forces like many of the others. It'll take some time.
Do you have any suggestions on great engineers to help us construct the building?
I'm afraid I'll be taking Hars with me. He is an accomplished engineer. I do feel I need.
We already have a rather large dining hall. We probably could just add on to it.
I believe Rio is he's gotten much better.
He's a good carpenter, yeah. True. Well, we'll hire some people in Rio and Jacob's magic. We'll figure it out.
Aronax will actually say, you mentioned Alkenstar, yes?
Yes.
We have to visit there to make a deal for guns.
Securing weapons and powder.
If you could arrange a shipment before the vote, that actually might be helpful too.
Yes, my plan was to look at a map.
I think our plan was to just
He was going to just teleport there.
Well,
and then
teleport
north
nearby.
of there, go down the river, then
Yeah.
do the deal, leave.
Yeah.
That way.
Yeah, it was actually not going to be too bad. Maybe like 2 weeks or something in total journey time.
Yeah.
I think so
Oh,
poorly.
sorry.
Not too difficult of a journey.
Yeah.
I had something maximized over the thing again, and I didn't even notice if we didn't have video.
Jacub and I will be departing immediately to Alpenstar, or nearby.
Then we'll leave you to what you need to do. Again, anything that you need either of us to take care of, we'll be trying to secure our forces as much as possible in the meantime. And I will make sure to send you that list when I know it fully. There are certainly more troublesome members of the council that we will have to invite.
We're good at making good impressions when we choose to.
There are already a few that I know that, well, might not be your cup of tea.
I don't really like tea. You get what I'm saying?
No.
You don't get. Oh, it doesn't matter. It was just, like. Never mind.
Misty will clear her throat and begin to step out. And as she walks, she will just kind of wave back and say, "Please do not get any more. Do not have any more marriages while I'm gone."
I have no promises. They just keep happening.
All right, we'll leave it there. We'll discuss some things, and I'll come up with a list and mention some folks that, as you will have a bunch of stuff to do before a vote of non-confidence. And then maybe a little bit more preparing as you then also get together to have a competition for the new Hurricane King. And then, well, then you got to oust the old one. And you'll have your opportunity for diplomacy. Don't know if you're going to be successful or that or not. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying that's difficult. Also, the third option of him leaving on his own, that's not going to happen. I'm just going to...
It feels like just a no.
I'm pretty good at diplomacy, but I don't know if I can convince a evil tyrant that he should just give up his power.
That's a different
Be one hell of it.
I mean,
It
what
might
do
be
you
more
get
of an
plus for,
intimidation than a persuasion.
what do you get plus for?
I mean, again, if
It
you
is
would...
more diplomacy.
It's words will probably not just do that. Maybe a show of power, maybe some kind of deal,
Well, that's what it's like big stick diplomacy.
Yeah,
Gunboat diplomacy, baby.
It's like we're all bringing a lot of ships. Also, here's a bunch of money or something, or gifts or something. Just get out of here and leave.
And you get to keep all your shit, bro.
Yeah, retire. Why don't you just retire? Yeah. There's some nice islands
There's a nice
over.
island that you can have.
Yeah.
Called Tidewater Rock.
Look,
really nice island.
Everybody knows how shitty that
Ghost
is.
Head.
Anyway, so yes.
The Blood Cove.
We'll worry about the little fine details, but it seems there's 3 big things to do. There's, figuring out what's going on with Misty and the Adventures, figuring out what's going on in Alkenstar, and then seeing any of these other members of the council that you would have to meet with to convince to come to this meeting. Because there are a couple, and I've got to look at them each individual. There's one that I saw on this list that, honestly, your suggestion means that you can probably get him to show up there. He's awful, but the Rakshasa member, that's also a Magus, would certainly show up because you know what he likes? An appreciation for song and art. And you said you were going to have a show with bards and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna try to make a good impression.
He is the antithesis of all of you because A, he's lawful evil, and B, he is a slave taker, and not a nice one.
Yeah, but he might like He might like us more than Bone.
That is true.
Well, if there's one thing that this party has been, it's staunchly anti-slave. So I feel like it's unlikely that he's gonna like us.
Yeah. But again, getting him there and having him join the vote, like this is not even convincing people to like vote for you. This is convincing people to show up to vote. You know, that's the first issue.
Even just getting a bunch of people to actually show up for the vote, is a win.
Because you got to yeah, you have to have the majority of members of the council there.
And once we get them there, we can be pretty damn convincing to get people to vote with no confidence, right?
Yeah.
We have really good checks here. It's like we just need a foot in the door.
We have a shit ton of evidence that we could show that we showed to Bone Fist, and he ignored.
Yeah.
You're not putting yourselves forward as the replacement Hurricane King, so even if he's like, you're anti-slavery and he knows it, it doesn't mean, you know...
We're just telling, we gotta get this guy out.
Yeah. So, I will definitely have to like look here and come up with a list of the people you might actually have to meet and stuff, because there are a few I think you will have to. You could probably skip out in a few, because you technically don't need everybody, but you do need the vast majority of members of the council for the voting companies. Anyway, we'll leave it there. We're a little over time, and you know we kind of resolved some things very interestingly and set up the second half of this entire thing. I guess it's this. We'll call it the second half.
Do we level up?
Let me check when I'd close that book. Because that was the
Well, you can tell us after.
I think you level up when you would level up when we reach we're either going into fight store or doing the final negotiation. So right now we're doing the meeting part and then like electing basically I'm going to say once you've elected the Hurricane King, you get your level up. How's that sound?
Okay. When
you elected the new Hurricane King. Because you are supposed to be, for the majority of this adventure, 13.
I have opinions. I'll stay after show.
It's like
put it forward.
There's some things that I'm going to tell you here. I wanted. It's trying to get this story to like be not too long, but also not too quick, and it's going to be hard to do that. And I hope I get it right here for you guys.
I'll say my stuff after.
We'll talk it after show. Anyway, Erik, do you have anything to shout out?
I support it.
Erik,
that was the greatest.
That was so beautiful. I'm literally in tears.
I'm fucking crying, bro.
Momo?
Yeah, you can catch me on Discussing Tabletop on Saturdays, where I'm sure this week when I'm on I'll have way too much to say about Baldur's Gate 3.
That's acceptable.
I've now played since it came out like almost 40 hours of it. And I'm still in Act 1.
I'm gonna ask this here. Is it worth it for a single player experience?
Yes, it is very good as a single player game.
Wait, you're at 40 hours, Act 1? I'm at 45 hours, and I'm at Act 3.
I'm in a solo game and I'm in a co-op game.
Okay.
I would say yes, it is a very good single player experience because the characters are very well written.
Well, maybe I'll have to do that and then maybe plan for a multiplayer in the future some point in time.
The multiplayer is mostly memes.
Okay, because like I felt like Divinity 2, it was very like multiplayer.
I will say you will miss chunks of story in multiplayer because some of the companions are pretty important, so you'll miss a lot of side story stuff.
Okay.
The hirelings do not speak.
Okay.
You don't need to use a hireling though.
Depends. You can use an origin character, but
and you can respect them.
That's fine because you can just become any class.
Yeah, so it's 100 gold to respec a character, so you can use origin characters.
I'll play Asterion and make him good.
Listen, okay, just
make him less shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like a horrible person.
He's just an awful creature.
Sell anything to shout out?
No, I don't think so.
And then Joseph, how about you?
Yarnacle.
Yes.
Yarnacle.
Is that a barnacle, but that's yarn?
No, it was a pirate-themed yarn shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. I
It's
didn't.
either an enemy from Yoshi's Woolly World
Or it's a
or
yarn.
a pirate
tentacle,
yarn shop.
It could be a tentacle made out of yarn.
I really Yoshi's Woolly World reference
And
was
it's a
the
deep cut,
best.
all
That
right?
was
No
a
one fucking
real-
remembers that game
that,
exists.
That was a really good reference. I didn't play that game. I remembered it existed.
I know too much. I have too many obscure Nintendo
Thank
games in my brain
Anyway.
at all times.
Myself, Dan and Jacobin. I'll be on for some tabletop tomorrow. Friday, theoretically, I'm going to be around, but I might be on call for helping pick up my niece and her returning from Tennessee. So if not, I'm not streaming on that day. I'm on I'm a backup, but like, hopefully I'm not needed, but something could happen and I'm required. So.
Yeah.
But I'll do some gaming stream then, and then tabletop and discussing tabletop on Saturday. That's the end of the week. Anyway, we'll be back next week. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. I'll say farewell, everybody. Good night and goodbye.